Morning, dear students. In our last session, we read about the childhood of Ustad Bismillah Khan and how Aurangzeb, the Emperor of India, banned the playing of pungi in his royal court, and later how an advanced form of or reform of Shehnai pungi was invented by some and successor of musicians, royal musician who used to play pungi. Now, we read in our last session, we read how he was, since from the childhood, he was fascinated towards the music and Shehnai playing through his ancestors, like his maternal ancestors and paternal ancestors. Today, we are going to study the achievements in terms of awards, recognition, fame of Ustad Bismillah Khan. Okay, class, we are starting from para 6. Listen it carefully. When he was 14 years old, when Ustad Bismillah Khan was 14 years of age, he went to attend Allahabad Music Conference along with his uncle, and there a famous musician Fiaz Khan, Ustad Fiaz Khan said, he said to the young boy after he had finished his playing, Shehnai playing, he said, work hard and you will achieve a lot of good things in your life. And later his biggest break, or the first breakthrough, he got his first breakthrough in year 1938 when he got a chance to play in All India Radio Lucknow, where he used to play his Shehnai, and very soon after that he was often heard in All India Radio playing his Shehnai. When in 1947, when India got its freedom, he got a chance to address the whole nation and greeted the nation by playing Shehnai, and he poured all his feelings and patriotism while playing Shehnai. He played the Shehnai at Lal Killa on Independence Day, after getting the Independence Day, which was addressed by, or which was led by, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Well, along with this, he had also done some Bollywood movies, and one of the only one Bollywood movie, that is Goonj Uthi Shehnai, and there is one more movie, that is Kannada movie, that was Sanadhi Apni. He had also worked in Bollywood and Tollywood, but later on he realized that Bollywood is something, or this is somewhere he don't fit into, and Bollywood doesn't show the real music. It is just it doesn't show his real talent. So he quit the Bollywood and Tollywood, or the cinema world. He had also given his compositions, he had also given his musics, and one of his most blockbuster or chartbuster composition or music is Dil Ka Khilona Hai Toot Gaya. This is one of his best chartbusters, means which got a big hit, which were a big hit in the times. Now, he was not only famous in India, but he was also famous in world. Let's see his worldwide fame or recognition. He was the first Indian to be invited to the Lincoln Center Hall, USA, and he was the first Indian to attend that seminar or the press conference. He got an invitation to perform over there in Lincoln Center Hall. After that, he had also been a part of Osaka Trade Fair, and he had been also a part of Cannes Film Festival, Montreal, where it was a world exposition in music. Okay. And beyond that, there is a museum in Tehran which is named after his name. The name of that museum is Tahar Mosque Ustad Bismillah Khan. It's Mosque Ustad Bismillah Khan. This is named after him. He was awarded with so many Indian awards like Padma Vibhushan, Padma Vibhushan, Padma Shri, and the biggest civilian award, Bharat Ratna. He got this award, Bharat Ratna, in year 2001. And while he was addressing his speech, while he was giving his speech after getting Bharat Ratna, he said, "Teach your son or teach your children music. It is the it is the richest tradition of India, and nowadays even the people from West countries are also coming to learn our music. So every Indian should teach their children music." Okay, in spite of traveling the whole world, he was always fond of his country, his hometown, Banaras and Damrao, where he was born. He always, whenever he was outside India, he used to miss these places, Banaras, Damrao, and his own country. One of his students living in USA offered him the head of the music HOD of Shehnai department, but he refused by saying, the student also promised him that he will make the atmosphere just like Banaras. He will make the temples as it is in Banaras. But Ustad Bismillah Khan said, "Can you take river Ganga in US? Can you take that river over there?" And he said, "Whenever I am outside our country, I feel like I miss my country. And when I am in Mumbai, when I am in my country and out of my town, I miss Banaras. When I am in Banaras, I miss the Ganga Ghats. And whenever I am in Banaras, near or at the Ganga Ghats, I miss my hometown where I was born, Damarao, and the famous Mattha of Damarao." Thus, being a world famous personality, he was a true patriot, and he never worked outside, or he always refused to work outside because he wanted to serve for his country only. Now, Ustad Bismillah Khan is a perfect example of a true or a religious Muslim who had no problem in playing his Shehnai or sing at the temples of India. Who used to play his Shehnai at the temples of Kashi Vishwanath temple. So he was a true patriot and a true Muslim, true disciple of Muslim. He passed away in year 2006 on August 21, and after he died because of his illness, prolonged illness, and after his death, the whole India, he was given a state funeral, and our Indian government announced a one-day national mourning on the death of this famous Shehnai player after his death. So class, this is it. Now you have to do the given questions in your fair notebook. Let's see the textbook questions. The Shehnai Pungi was a reeded noisemaker. Take the right answer. You all can do it by yourself. Shehnai was a reeded noisemaker. Second, Bismillah Khan, a barber, Ali Bucks transformed the Pungi into Shehnai. This is true or false? This is false. Bismillah Khan's paternal ancestors were barbers, professional musicians. This is professional musician. His ancestors was professional musicians. And fourth one, Bismillah Khan learned to play the Shehnai from Ali Bucks, Pagambar Bucks, or Ustad Fayaz Khan. He learned it from his maternal uncle Ali Bucks. Fifth one, Bismillah Khan's first trip abroad was Afghanistan, USA or Canada. His first trip outside India was in Afghanistan, where he was given costly carpets or very precious carpets by the king of Afghanistan, Zahir Khan, King Zahir Shah. Okay class, second part. Find the words in the text which shows Ustad Bismillah Khan's feeling about the items listed below. Then mark it in correct column. Discuss your answers in the class. Class, question number 1 and question number 2 you will do all by yourself. Let's discuss what's after that. Question number first and question number second of page number 25 you would do by yourself. Okay, let's see the next one. We'll discuss the third part later in our next lessons. Thank you and have a good day. This is your homework for